Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Victor again from Moscow.
Today I would like to talk about the city I proudly call home. I want to share with you all places you must visit in Moscow while visiting the city. I just would like to ask you to stay tuned until the end of the video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
So let's get started.
But first, I would like to give you an insight into this majestic and sprawling metropolis. Moscow is the capital and biggest city in Russia, with a population of 12.5 million people and a metropolitan area of almost 20 million people, making it one of the biggest urban areas of the European continent as 2021. The Russian capital has also one of the biggest concentrations of billionaires in the world. In 2020, Moscow was in the 7th position, just after London. Moscow is a city with charming streets and impressive history, hence I fell in love with it. Now it's time to show you the places you must visit in Moscow.
So right now I'm in the metro. I decided to go by metro. As you know, this is the most efficient and the fastest way to get around the city.
What I think is unique in this city is its public transport, because it is very efficient, affordable, clean, modern, and etc. Now it's time to show you the first place.
Welcome to Tivreskaya. This is the most important street in Moscow. It is located in the very center of the city. So anyway, let me show you the street and let me explain about it. So come on, follow me.
Tivreskaya is the most emblematic street in Moscow, where you can find everything you want. Previously known as Gorky Street. You wouldn't believe me, but Tivreskaya dates to the 12th century, as used to connect the medieval town of Moscow with Tver. Most of the buildings were built in the last century, where Stalin was the head of the Soviet Union. In modern Russia, Tiverskaya Ulitsa is the most trendy street where everything goes on, from parades to concerts and other sort of celebrations. I must acknowledge that in the summer it's much more beautiful than in winter. And from here it's time to move on to our second spot. But before that, it's time to go and grab a nice cappuccino.
So guys, now it's time to go and see our second spot of the day. This is my favorite part of the city. If you come walking from Tivreskaya, you can actually come here. So Tivreskaya is just up there, and this is Red Square. I mean, this is not Red Square, but this is the almost Red Square. You have to go through that gate here.
Guys, in case you want to know more about Russian history, I would really and highly recommend visiting the Dietzchemer Museum. By the way, this is my favorite building in the city.
So guys, welcome to Red Square.
Red Square, previously known as Trinity Square, dates back to the 1400s at the time of Prince Ivan III, who ordered the area, which was a slum, to be clear. I think that any person would agree that Red Square is Moscow's heart and most emblematic site in the whole entire country.
Now I'm about to show you one of the most iconic places that you can see here in Red Square, and I'm not even talking about that. I mean, obviously that is the most beautiful, but I'm talking about the mausoleum. So here's basically where Lenin is, or what is left of him. So basically I've heard that you can come in April, so now it's closed. I can't go and see it.
Let's continue talking about real history. Here you can find probably the most famous Russian site known internationally around the world, St. Basil's Cathedral, built in 1561. And just next to it, the famous Kremlin, which is the Russian White House. It is a medieval fortification which dates back to 1156. Without any doubt, Red Square is a place you must see. Now it's time to move on to our next place. Happily to go to our third must visit place, you won't have to leave Red Square, as it is located right there. GUM, known as Department State Store, is located at Red Square. This fascinating and elegant shopping center was built between 1890 and 1893 by Alexander Pomerantsev. For Muscovites, this is as important as Galleria Vittorio Emanuele in Milan, Italy. Based on my experience, I can tell you that you can come shopping and feel delighted and comfortable with such a majestic ambience at the shopping mall.
So guys, now it's time to go out and go to our next spot here, and that place is Nikolska Street.
In my opinion, I can tell you that Nikolska Street is like Las Ramblas de Barcelona in Moscow. This lovely and magical street connects Red Square and Lubyanka Square. And this is one of the streets surrounding GUM, as you can see. Previously, this place was also known as the 25th of October between 1935 and 1990. Down the street, you can find beautiful restaurants and cafes and nice souvenir shops. And what is fascinating, that in Nikolska Street you can find Moscow Print Yard, which was the first publishing house in Russia, with the British coat of arms in the facade. From here we have to go to our fifth spot. Welcome to Dietzchemer.
So guys, now I want to show you one of the best spots of the city. If you come to Moscow as a tourist, probably you would not know that if you come to Dietzchemer, you can pay less than €1, like 70 rubles, and basically you can have a nice a 360-degree view from the top of the building.
As soon as you arrive at this building, you have to go and find the lift and then go to the 6th floor, where all the restaurants and the ticket kiosk are located. By the way, you can also go to the cinema, as there is one located up there. Here is where you have to buy your ticket, then they will tell you how to get to the Smotrevaya Plashatka. And voila guys, from up here you can see Moscow's historical center, and you can have a better view to all the sides of the city.
So guys, now it's time to go and see our next place on the list. From Dietzchemer, we need to go to Vedenka. So guys, I am finally here. It was very easy to come to this place because basically you just need to get the orange line, and then I came from the center. It just took like around, I don't know, 15 minutes by metro. It's extremely convenient, as I said. So if you come to Moscow, don't worry, because like the public transport is absolutely fantastic.
Now it's time to talk about one of the most important sites in Moscow, Vedenka. Vdchmer is an exhibition of achievement of national economy. Vdchmer is also an amusement park. This place was built during the Soviet era between 1935 and 1939. This is the best spot in the city where you can come and learn more about the Soviet Union, as there are different exhibitions from many countries ex-members of the Soviet Union, such as Armenia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan. Myself, I've been several times at this park, but I must admit that in spring and in the summer it's a little bit more interesting, as you can see flowers everywhere.
I'm going to have a cup of tea, guys, because it's freezing here.
The Ukrainian exhibition is one of my favorites, as the building is among the most beautiful. And of course, the Belarusian exhibition is also as beautiful as the Ukrainian. Here you can also see a life-size model of a Soviet space rocket called Vostok rocket. To enter the park is 100% free. And from here, my dear people, we have to move on to our next destination. Time to talk about the most modern and trendy area in Moscow, Moscow City, or as they call it, Moskva City. This is the business center in the capital of Russia, where Russia's big companies are located. Here you can come and walk around feeling like in any other super modern metropolis of the 21st century. I personally like coming here, as I live 1 metro stop away. I must say that this area of Moscow really impresses me a lot, as I see a lot of Rolls Royces, Mercedes-Benz and Lamborghinis. Now we have come to the end of our list, and it's time to talk about the 8th place you must visit in Moscow.
So guys, now we're approaching to the final spot I wanted to show you. This place is called Vorovyovo. So basically are like cable cars that take you from this side stadium, and then they take you across the river to the state university.
In order to get on a cable car, you will have to buy a ticket that costs 500 rubles from a ticket machine. I left this place for the end, as it is located in the very south of the city. This is the famous Moscow State University, built between 1949 and 1953, which is Moscow's most prestigious college, where not only Russians come to study, but also students from all over the world. But it's not easy to study here, as they can be very picky because they demand very high scores from students. Guys, this is the end of the video. I hope that you like it, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.